Hello, good evening students. In today's class we have studied the complex algebra method to solve the short circuit transmission lines. It is one of the same method as compared to previous we have to look after. First we have to draw the vector diagram, understand the vector diagram. At receiving end power factor is lagging, receiving end current is I, receiving end voltage is VR. Hence the angle between VR and I is phi r, which is lagging. So power factor is available. From that value we can calculate phi r. After that, very one simple method, we have to add resistive drop to the receiving end voltage and inductive reactive drop. Finally I can call impedance voltage drop I into Z. You understand, there is a R plus J XL, impedance is there, resistance plus XL, we are getting the impedance. So in the vector diagram, AB line which is parallel to current, we can add resistive drop. From B point we can add perpendicular I into XL, inductive reactance drop. We are going to get the point C. So vector sum of these I into R and I into XL gives I into impedance from A to C. We are going to get the point C. From C you join to O, that vector gives sending end voltage which has the angle alpha from the receiving end. Hence here one main understanding is phi r is the phase angle between VR and I, alpha is the phase angle between VR and Vs. So we need to calculate angle between I and Vs, that gives sending end power factor, From the diagram it clears angle between Vs and I is phi r plus alpha. You have to calculate Vs, we have to calculate phi s, starting point is Vr. Okay, try to understand. Let in this diagram Vr, voltage Vr as a reference vector, it is taken as 0. All calculations we are getting with respect to voltage vector. Then Vr and I into Z, I is the current vector, impedance Z is also impedance equal to R plus JXL. So we can write in complex notations vector Vr equal to Vr plus J0 or Vr with an angle 0, reference vector. Then current vector I lags minus phi r, I lags with reference to Vr, current lags by an angle of phi r. So it may be written as I into cos phi r minus J sin phi r, Similarly, we can replace given XL value or L value is given, we have to calculate XL, then impedance of the line becomes R plus JXL. Once you are knowing the impedance, then comes to the vector Vs. Vs is sending end voltage. It is very simple to understand. It is the vector sum of Vr plus I into Z. So you write what is the Vr is taken, Vr plus G0, I value and Z value. So we are getting the following expression. So finally I can write Vs equal to under square root of this Vr plus IR into cos phi r, this expression we are going to get. But as compared to the second term in above expression it is very small, hence it can be ignored or neglected. Hence finally Vs equal to Vr plus Ir into cos phi r plus I into XL sin phi r. Remember all of you, this is approximately equal to yesterday what we have designed with another phase angle vector diagram. In that we have taken current as reference. Now in the complex notations, voltage Vr as the reference. Before going to the problems, now we can see the few more points about three-phase short transmission line. So three-phase transmission line is as shown in figure. It is star connected generator or alternator starting point. Vs represents sending end voltage for phase, and this generated voltage or sending end voltage is transmitted to three-phase load, the load point, three-phase balanced load. Then it is referred as receiving end voltage Vr. Again it is also referred as phase value through the transmission lines, through the three-phase transmission lines as shown in figure. So for the performance analysis purpose, again we have to consider three single phase circuits are working, three single phase circuits are functioning. Each phase circuit supplies one third of total power of three phase line. R and XL are the resistance and inductive reactance for phase values. For phase values, you see how it is represented in vector diagram with respect to neutral. For phase values, you have to consider here Vs and Vr be the line voltages. Then even line is three phase, but analysis should be done in single phase equivalent to that only. Let Vs and Vr be the line voltages and R and XL are the resistant and inductive reactance for phase values. From the figure, it is also clear that a three-phase star-connected alternator supplies a three-phase star-connected balanced load through the three transmission lines. Each conductor has the resistance R ohms and inductive reactance XL ohms as shown in figure. The calculations are carried out with respect to single phase system. Before going to the problem, few more things we have to concentrate. What is the effect of performance on regulation and efficiency? When the power factor is lagging, IR cos phi r plus I plus IXL sin phi r. When the power factor is leading, that becomes minus. These two you have to remember. Vector diagram also changes, then respective relation also goes on changing. Another important thing, we have to look on transmission efficiency. If the transmission line is of single phase, then in general expression, power in single phase, it should be equal to Vi cos phi. We can utilize that equation. Power equal to Vr into I into cos phi r, all related to receiving end conditions. You remember power equal to V into I cos phi. By using this expression, it is possible to calculate current. Then while solving the problem, we have to clearly observe the given transmission line is single phase or three phase. Similarly, the power for three phase line becomes 3 times Vi cos phi. 3 times Vi cos phi. Again values respect to receiving end. 3 times Vr I into cos phi r, all related to load side. Then we have to go for calculation of current. Current should be equal to 3 times of Vs Vr cos phi r. But while taking the voltage, while solving the problem, always given voltage is line voltage. Always given voltage in the problem is line voltage. We have to convert into phase voltage. Then we have to go for one simple problem. A single phase overhead transmission line delivers 1100 kilowatt, 0.8 power factor, lag, 33 kV. The total resistance and inductive reactance of the line are 10 ohms and 15 ohms respectively. Determine sending end voltage, sending end power factor and transmission efficiency. Very first we have to decide whether the given line is single phase or three phase. Read the question. It is first point only. Given line is single phase. Hence we have to use the voltage, current, power calculations. Remember, voltage, current, power. Only one thing, from the vector diagram it is very much cleared, and complex analysis also we very much cleared. That means we have to take voltage reference VR. Hence always in given problem these all ratings refer to load side, that is receiving end side. That means receiving end power factor is 0.8, receiving end power is 1100 kilowatt, receiving end power voltage, that is 33 kV. Getting the idea? So now start with receiving end power factor cos pi r is 0.8, total line impedance R plus jXL, it is given directly 10 plus j 15 ohms, receiving end voltage, that is 33 kV or 33,000 volts. So now given system is single phase system, power equal to Vi cos pi, power equal to Vi cos pi. By using that relation we have to calculate current, current equal to power divided by voltage into cos pi, all values related to receiving end. But kilowatt should be converted into watt. 11,000 watts, 33,000 volts, 0.8, we are going to get 41.6 ampere. So the given power factor is, receiving end power factor is 0.8, then you go for calculation of phi r, sin phi r, sin of that value we are going to get as 0.6. The problems are easy, only things you have to practice. So if you want, or as per the question, you have to draw equivalent circuit of single phase only, then vector diagram is remained same as earlier we have discussed. So VR we are taking as reference, compared to VR and I, phase angle is phi r, current lags the VR, then we are adding the drop, that is I into Z to VR. Finally we are going to get Vs. One thing, we are already knowing the angle phi r between VR and I, then alpha we have to calculate, angle between VR and Vs. Once we are knowing the alpha, then sending end voltage, sending end angle between I to Vs, it gives phi r plus alpha, then things are over. Okay, start the problem taking the receiving end voltage as reference, VR as reference. So VR equal to VR plus J0, 33,000 volts. Second, current I equal to I into cos pi r minus j sin phi r. You substitute the value, finally you are going to get 33.3 minus j 25 amperes. So then we are knowing the I we are knowing the impedance, we are knowing the VR. Come to last point. Vector Vs sending end voltage equal to vector VR plus I into Z. So you substitute all the values, multiply each other computations, each other terms. Only thing, j into j, it becomes j square. This value we are going to get -1. Remember, j into j you are going to add j square value is -1. So finally you check sending end voltage Vs equal to 33,708.3 plus j 250. Then you can go from polar form or separately you can go. Magnitude of Vs I want, so it is r square plus x square under square root 33,700 volts, magnitude of sending end voltage. Then angle between Vs and Vr, tan inverse of x by r. Tan inverse of x by r, 250 divided by this value, we are going to get as 0.42. Once alpha comes, then from vector diagram it is clear that sending end voltage, that is the angle between Vs to I, that should be equal to phi r plus alpha. So it becomes 37.29. Sending end power factor is cos of this value. So finally it becomes 0.79. So transmission efficiency, we are knowing the magnitude of current, we are knowing the resistance value, then go for calculation of line loss, I square R. Again it depends upon single phase line, three phase line. If it is single phase line, I square R. If it is three phase line, 3 times I square R. Okay. So just you take the magnitude of current, then R value is 10. We are going to 17,364 watts. So you may convert this value in kilowatt also, 17.37. Then we are knowing the output or receiving end voltage or output delivered, output power or receiving end power, that is 1100 kilowatt. Then if I can add losses to output, then it becomes input, power sent, output plus loss. Only one careful point, losses should be in kilowatt, then output delivered should be of kilowatt. Both units must be same. Then transmission efficiency equal to power delivered divided by power sent into 100. Then we are going to get 98.44. This one problem may give 8 to 10 marks. All calculations are easy, only thing use of complication and vector diagram. So same thing can be expressed Vs by using previous expression Vr I into r cos phi r plus I into x sin phi r. It may also work out, and cos pi s, you are getting almost same thing, but you have to go for first method. Then problem number 2, an overhead three-phase line delivers 5000 kilowatt at 22 kV, 0.84 factor lagging. The resistance and reactance of each conductor is 4 ohms and 6 ohms respectively. Determine the sending end voltage, percentage regulation and transmission efficiency. So only 3 things. First, you observe given problem is single phase or 3 phase. Already we solved one problem of single phase. No problem. If 3 phase line is given, only 3 things we have to clearly observe. Point number 1. Given voltage is always line voltage. In 3 phase system, given voltage is always line voltage. Hence, we have to take receiving end voltage for phase, that is VL by root 3. given voltage in the problem is line voltage. You take the VR, it should be in phase voltage. Point number 1. Point number 2, in current calculation. So 3-phase power should be equal to 3 times of VI into cos pi watts, or root 3 times of VL IL cos pi. You can use any one, but if you are taking VR as phase, then you use this. If you are taking VR as line, no problem, root 3 VL, any one reference. I take phase value, then I can use power equal to 3 times of VI cos pi. This is only more interesting in 3-phase. Then current becomes. You can go for all same calculations. Lastly, while calculating the efficiency, again while calculating the copper loss in 3-phase system, it becomes 3 times I square into R. Remaining all calculations remain same. Sir, please work out, or rather tomorrow we can see this type of problem. Thank you to one and all.